My name is Kim Werth. I'm from Rochester, New York. I'm a Longarm quilter.
How did you first get started with quilting?
It was just another form of art that I wanted to try.
What is it about teaching quilting that excites you the most?
That's a no-brainer. I really love it when students find that moment of, oh, that's what you mean. Oh, that's how you do that. And I like to see the light up, the excitement in someone's face when you show them a possibility that they didn't know was there.
Can you share a bit about your personal style as a quilter and how it's evolved with you over the years?
Well, I got a Longarm before I ever even really made a quilt. So I would look at my local quilt shop and I'd go there and I'd see quilts, and I thought that's how you're supposed to do it. The Civil War reproduction with the very traditional quilting, I thought that's what quilting was supposed to be like, until I realized, oh, wait, we can put color on these? That's not, Civil War reproduction. And then I dabbled a little in modern. Turns out I like modern and traditional, and sometimes I like to mix them.
Whenever I ask one of our Nolting students what they like about the class, the first thing they tell me is they love how upbeat you are. How do you keep your energy and creativity so vibrant when you're teaching and when you're quilting? Quilting
isn't the only thing I do. So when I feel a little drained or whatnot, I'll paint a rock. That was it for a while. I painted rocks and hid them around town so that people would find them, and that would just make me so happy, like someone's gonna find that rock. And then I started finishing furniture, and then I started watercolor. I discovered that I love the wild unpredictableness of watercolor. So it depends. Like, I dabble in a lot of things, but quilting seems to be the path that I always come back to.
Are there any lessons you've learned through quilting that you apply to other areas of your life, whether that's art or personal?
My attention span has grown. One of the things I've learned to keep myself focused is I need something in the background, like a book, an audiobook. I have about a 1 hour time span of quilting. So I've learned how to manipulate myself to stay on task. I think a lot of my life I've done that unconsciously, but I had to consciously put a playlist on that was 1 hour long, and then go take a walk, come back and do it again. So I've learned how to focus my attention, like hyper focus, and then release, and then hyper focus and let it go.
So staying focused might be kind of a challenge for you during quilting then. How do you approach teaching challenging techniques and helping everyone work through their own personal challenges when it comes to quilting?
I think it depends on the person. I like to teach from different angles. Some people want to write everything down, and they want to make sure they can go back and read notes. Some people want to keep a sketch journal, and some people want just hands-on. Others, let me see you do it, and then I'll do it. So I like to take it from different angles of different people, and it's always fascinating to me how humans learn new things, and I like seeing people learn in different ways. I like approaching it differently for everyone.
I think that is such a good perspective. What is your favorite type of project to work on, and why?
Okay, so I'll probably change my mind tomorrow when I answer this question, but right now my knee-jerk reaction is I love the projects that I don't want to start, because after I get into them, whether it's a challenge or whether I just don't want to, once I start, I don't want to stop. So I really like that part of quilting. Oh dear, what do I do? Oh, I don't want to do this. Let me stall. Let me clean my sewing room. And then once you start, I can't stop. It could be 2 a.m. I can't stop. I need to keep going.
So with that kind of go, go, go mindset, are there any new techniques or trends in quilting you're excited about exploring or maybe even teaching?
Automation. I've never really explored automation, and I don't know when or how or what it'll even look like, but I was talking to someone yesterday, and I was telling them that my sewing machine really is an extension of my hands. And I used the example of if sewing were like Edward Scissorhands, like my sewing are my hands. And from thought to fabric, there's not much difference. The machine moves with me. And as I think and move, the quilting appears. I would love to get to the point where I can think of a design and then put it in a computer and have that be an extension of my thoughts as well. So I don't know what that looks like. I don't know how, when, where, but I know that that's something I want.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone starting long-arm quilting, what would it be? Maybe it's something that you wish you knew when you started.
Let's see, if I could tell myself anything, it would be, I made a lot of ugly quilts before I got to the pretty stuff. Keep going, just push through. Don't be afraid to take a chance on a design that you think could be not quite right, but push through, see if you can make that work.
Every time someone comes into the Nolting factory, we tell them that we're going to help them discover the Nolting Effect. And that's kind of a personal journey. That's about what quilting means to them and how it impacts them personally. So what does the Nolting Effect mean to you as a quilter and as an instructor?
So the Nolting Effect for me happened in a class when I said to them, everyone look left and right. These are your tribe. These are your people. And I'm going to put a paper here in front of the class, and if you want to sign up to share your email and your phone number, feel free, and if you don't want to, it's okay. Everyone signed up. It's kind of cool how you can spot a quilter from across the room. Maybe she's got a homemade bag or, a shirt that says something about quilting, and then automatically you connect. So I like the community that's created. I like when you come to a class, you get the class, but then you get a friend you go to coffee with once a month and talk about quilting for like 2 hours and forget to eat your food. Yeah, that's the cool part.
Thank you so much for answering all of these questions today. One last one for you. Okay. It's been a very busy, crazy week for you coming out here and teaching all these classes. What's the first thing you're going to do to relax when you get home?
Probably get on my Longarm and sew. I mean, in my own studio, there's nothing better than getting time blind, jumping into quilting, forgetting the world even exists, and just creating.
I love to hear it, Kim. Thank you so much.
Thank you.